Hey, it's official.
Yeah.
We back.
Raw
We
radio.
never left. So, man, I know y'all be probably, hopefully the real listeners probably be looking for us. We always in the lab, we looking at what's going on in the world. We looking at places to go to have live conversation with you all, man. Like, because the people is going to propel us to the top. You know what I'm saying? Once we get that spotlight, we already know what to do with it. So if you want to hand us a baton, we going to go right to the shit.
Yeah, that's real.
Straight facts. On some alpha beta shit. Nah, because I wonder, because the homie asks, are we beta, y'all? Because we trying to help, change the culture? Or are we alpha because we trying to change the culture?
Yeah.
But you talking to two even tilt niggas, man. Like, we ain't on no alpha beta, man. We love women. We hate women. You know what I'm saying? Not on no gay, on that kind of level. But it's just like, we really figured it out. We got to be even tilt as men, because women like alpha, beta men. They got the characteristics they like as an alpha and alpha man, and they got characteristics that they like in beta man.
That's a fact.
And if the comment section will agree or disagree, that's another thing. Because y'all be listening to Kevin Samuels going hard on the chicks, and they be like, why would he think he know all that? But when I look at that, brother, I look at a beta man, and money made him alpha. Because that's what happens in a lot of dudes who grow up a certain kind of way, in my opinion.
Right.
Like, because let's say, for example, I didn't seem like, not to use him as a bad example, was, we both know the young man Cam, right?
Yeah.
Just imagine Cam going, we see who he is.
Sure.
Go to the league as a, even tilt dude and just very humble. Then he get around a bunch of so-called alpha men because they got money. Hey, no, come with us. We got the money. And guess what? These women going to do what we say because we can get them to do whatever we want them to do.
Yeah.
And then it change you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So money really do change man perspective. And I'm pretty sure a lot of women who listening to this will agree with that. And this is one of them episodes, like we said last time, brothers, we need to look in the mirror, man, because don't be never ashamed of, if you sensitive with your partner, oh, man, you going too soft or something. That's just dumb as hell, man. Be yourself, man, because I'm telling you, like I was telling him off the air, is that you will get an alpha woman, because we use, for example, Holly Berry or something, because we would consider them alpha because they got money or whatever. She would come get your beta ass and then make you alpha. You know what I'm saying? Because, women kind of bring their man up.
Sure.
And then they go ahead and push you past what they was on just to sit in the back seat.
I think that goes both ways. Like, it's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Mm-hmm.
She goes in the house. There's hot porridge, there's cold porridge, but she chose the warm porridge.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with women choosing men. Women say they want an alpha, but at the same time want a beta. So really you want a normal person. That's what you want. You want a person that's even.
Mm-hmm.
Men want the same thing. I want a lady in the streets, but a freak in the bed. All you saying is you want even.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You go after most people, especially growing up, as you learn, what you like and all that. You may go after the alpha personality. You know what I mean? You go after the fine girl with the big butt, big boobs, usually dresses a little more out there,
mm-hmm.
So you go after her because you don't go after her because she's the finest chick. You go after her because she's the easiest in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You're going after what's easy. Oh, yeah. I mean, we all have come from the neighborhood where you be like, man, she'll get down, blah, blah, blah. Same thing with girls. They go after the easy when they're young. The dude, he already got money. So, maybe the dealer or the ball player, whatever. But my point being, as you get older, I think, when we had these conversations about alphas and betas, and I don't know what any of that stuff is. I'm an alpha when I need to be an alpha. Mm-hmm. I'm a beta when I need to be a beta. Mm-hmm. Right? Those are terms that y'all use. I don't use the shit. No, but I would say I'm a mixture of both of them, because a leader needs to know how to follow sometimes.
That part.
If I follow, at a time where I'm not in the capacity to lead, does that make me a beta or does that make me smart? Like think about it. A lion is the alpha, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the females do the hunting.
Mm-hmm.
He does the protecting, blah, blah, blah. So it's like you have certain times where you need to alpha up. Of course, when it's time to protect, you better be an alpha or you'll get swallowed. But if I'm running into a brick wall and my wife says, hey, you're about to run into this wall, we need to make a right. Does that make you an alpha because you make the right? This is where these conversations is starting to get stupid.
Yeah.
Because I don't think people are really it's like everybody's going off these catchphrases now. Now it's just catchphrase. Oh, you're an alpha. Oh, you said black woman a queen, so you're a beta male. Like,
man, that's
the dumbest. It just sounds dumb, right?
I think, that's the thing, man. If we think about it, people got to be individuals, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to attraction, in my opinion, like women are attracted to you for the dumbest shit sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Then they get to know who you are and they could say, oh, I like you because you're so sensitive. But they ain't saying you a bitch or nothing like. They just saying like, I like the way you able to, have empathy right now when I'm going through something. You ain't just so hardcore, like it's gonna get up. But I've been with people that say I'm hardcore when they be sensitive. Like, I need you to be sensitive sometimes. It's like, I could be sensitive when need be, but when I see you down, I need to pick you up though. I don't need to be being down there with you. You be going taking it deeper down. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, baby, it's gonna be all right. What are we gonna do? I need to be the one to be like, man, you gonna be all right. We gonna get through this shit. This ain't nothing. Let's get this shit cracking. Like, what is the problem?
But see, I think that comes with the being even part. Mm-hmm. I personally feel like I'm sensitive to many subjects, but easily can be told by my wife or my sisters or any woman, like, you need to be a little more sensitive to what they're talking about. Like, wait, I thought I was the most, you know what I mean? So that's what I mean about that even keel. Like, I don't want to be too sensitive to where I can't spot danger.
Yeah,
I don't want to be too, you know what I mean? Like, there's that road that I don't want to be no beta male in my mind. I don't care what everybody else thinks. A person may see me one day say dude's a beta, or he may see me the another day or a different circumstance and say he's alpha. That's fine. That doesn't concern me. What concerns me is my understanding of, God damn it.
What concerns him is that phone call you about to get right now. So I think
that's the government calling y'all. They say we can't talk about none of this.
But I go back to what you saying. It's like, as we talk to y'all, because we don't get on our Kevin Samuels, man. So women call in, try to get chose. They saying they want to get chose by a certain individual. Then he go ahead and break you all down to the least common denominator, which is some bullshit. Because I done seen a woman with 15 kids. If she look a certain way, can get any nigga in the world though. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what you look like or how old you are, how many kids you got. That's just like, the bullshit inside of the bullshit and keep it even deeper than bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause like if we go off of straight love, all that shit don't matter what you look like. And you can look past so much stuff. Cause I know with me personally, I know women then probably look past so many of my flaws just to see that diamond on the inside. And they didn't polish me up to become whatever they thought I could become. And I had to see it for myself though. So if you see yourself like a beta or you see yourself like an alpha, it's going to be somebody else that polish you up to your, like, dang. And that shit come out of you, man.
Well, we were saying this off air and I want to say it on air. I was comparing all this relationship stuff. I don't have the answer, Sway, but all this relationship stuff, I think it's like having a stereo. So you have your treble, you have your bass, you have all sorts of equalizers and all that you tweak in order to get the right sound. And so I feel like every relationship it's its own entity, is different. You may be, like you say, you may be a diamond in the rough to where you're a haircut away of looking good, or you're a car away from blah, 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 or just anything. You know what I mean? You're a career choice away from being in the realm of a certain type of woman or, whatever. But you got to tweak yourself. Like, we got to quit worrying about let me say this. I don't think there's anything wrong with having standards. I don't think just because you're a woman, have kids, that you're no longer worthy to ask for a good man. That I don't think that way. But I also don't think just because you're a dude that may have lost your job, that somehow you're this bum that can't, provide. And that's the thing. Everything is circumstance. You know what I mean? You may catch a woman on the right day and she's beautified up and looks better than any beautiful woman you could find, or you might catch her, and she looks busted and disgusted. Yeah, it's up to you in that circumstance to be like, man, I think that's a big thing about, like, nowadays, many women walk around and they're like half naked, right? And me as a man, personally, I think it's better to be able to visualize what a woman looks like as opposed to just, I've already seen your
It's them fucking leggings, bro. It's them leggings. You know what I mean? Once some leggings came out, it was over with. You could see everything. Then they just said, well, if you could already see everything, I'm going to take it off. You can see a little more skin.
Right.
But I was going to pick up off of something with you was about to, I thought you was going to go in this direction.
Go for it. Yeah, please.
Is that me personally, and this come back to the last 2 episodes. Y'all can go back and check them out. We talked about smash and pass, and we talked about something else that was along these same lines and shit. But it brings this point. When a woman is too beautiful and probably successful and all that, none of these niggas, even alphas, would approach him because she just too much right now. So women do this a lot of times. They got to dumb themselves down for niggas to have the courage to even talk to them, because there's a lot of women that's beautiful, that look a certain way, that got everything. They just want companionship, right? Yeah. It ain't about what you bring to the table a lot of times. Sometimes it's what can you do for me, not in the sense of a form of funding something. It's like, can you sympathize with me? Can you take a walk on the park? Can you do certain little things, bro? I tell men all the time, it's the little shit that matter, man.
Not to cut you, that's the equalizer I'm talking about. A woman that's got money doesn't need a man with money. So you have to, she's equalizing her, I don't know if that's the right word, but equalizing her.
She lowering her standards. That's what you're going to say, bro.
I wouldn't even say lower her standards, because I don't know what her standards are from the beginning.
She dumbing herself down to get.
But what I would say is she's, I don't know. Maybe her standards are she wants a fucking funny guy. How about that, right?
Okay.
So, okay, you don't have the money, but you're funny as hell. Like, you evened out what's the scale is what I mean.
Okay.
So she has the money, so that's not a big part of her scale, right? So she likes the funny. She likes the man's man. He gets up, he goes to work. He may not make what I make, but he goes like he's a provider, right?
Ooh.
You have he's outgoing. I can bring him into a room with anybody and he'll rock the room. All of that stuff, none of that comes with having money. If you're reversed, this is why a lot of rich people and all that, like, yeah, they're rich and they quote unquote look good because they had the best stylist and the best, but they can't keep a partner. I mean that for men and women. It's a lot of rich ass people successful, but they lonely than a motherfucker at the end of the day.
Yeah. And
you have a lot of quote unquote, average people, but they've been married. And marriage doesn't always mean that you're happy. But I'm just saying, if we're going off of the quote unquote standards that everybody's looking for, with no disrespect, I'm saying this. I'm just saying this as an example. You may have a Halle Berry who's quote unquote the top echelon, but she can't keep a man. This is history is kind of shown that, right? But you have Consuela, I'm only saying Consuela because I'm thinking of the lady from Family Guy, the maid who's like, no. I'm thinking of her because you have a lady like that who's a maid at a fucking motel, but been married 20 years, right? So
because it's not superficial though.
Exactly.
It's not superficial.
That's my point. What's important to Halle Berry ain't what's important to Consuela. You can't say Consuela is not successful. She got a home, she got a marriage, she got kids, she got grandkids.
Yeah.
She goes to church every Sunday. She's living comfortable. They're not hurting for money. Mm-hmm. So what is success is the point.
See, because
you know what I'm saying?
Me personally,
because these alpha beta conversations and all it, like a Kevin Samuels, when they're, and I understand some of the things he's saying because there's a lot of non-perfect people that are out here talking about they want perfection. Mm-hmm. That's the point. Mm-hmm. I think when you figure out that you're not perfect, then you'll have a better understanding of going through the ingredients of what makes a good person.
Wow.
All around versus perfection.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? I say everybody's perfectly who they're supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Right?
So you gotta find somebody who
you gotta find who mixes in your gumbo. My gumbo ain't your gumbo. You get what I mean?
I totally get you, bro. But look, so man, that's deep. See, dang, you dropping some bullshit right now. But I think this is what happens because I done been in relationships where, somebody had more than me and vice versa, whatever. Mm. So if that person is not confident, and I'm talking about woman, because a woman got to be confident, right? To go outside of the box, like to look, instead of looking up for a partner, to look down for a partner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the niggas up already hurt her feelings and all this. So she looked down. And she find your ass down there somewhere. She like, oh, I got this one, right? And like you say, he funny, whatever. He makes me laugh. He make me happy, right?
Yeah.
But guess what? This is where it get tricky, right? She gets you. Can you hold your own in a conversation? Do you look like a certain thing? She gonna polish you up, right?
Sure.
But the thing, if she's her circle of influence, she gotta not give a fuck about what everybody else thinks. Because if she do, you'll just be a nigga, a down low nigga that she'll fuck with, but to make you, I'll fuck with you, I'll bring you around these friends, but I'm not going to bring you around everybody.
I agree.
Now, women accept you for who you are. There's some brothers out here that can contest to this, and there's some women out here that we done been in rooms and somebody done brought somebody around and it's like, damn, how did you get her though? Or how did you get him? Like, this shit doesn't match. It doesn't add up. Because at the end of the day, I believe love rules all, though. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually that shit'll even out. Like you said, it's a scale. It's going to even out naturally. Like, she makes you happy in this certain way. He makes you happy in that certain way. And it's like a balance of happiness. So you can't go around looking for a perfect partner.
Like I say, I think it's all ingredients, bro. Right? Women 20 years ago they look for the exact same thing, but different ingredients as they do now, right? Mm-hmm. Women 20 years ago and men 20, when I say women, I'm saying men as well, just people. But maybe money wasn't flowing the way it is now.
No, it's flowing.
You didn't have social media the way you do now. You didn't have certain things from this culture that you didn't have in the 90s. And then certain things from the 90s you didn't have in the 60s. But the things that always remain the same are always universal. Mm-hmm. Do you get along? Are you attracted to each other? Can this person provide for you? For the man, is she going to be a good mother? Blah, blah, blah. All those things will always remain the same. Mm-hmm. All these catchphrases and all this stuff is going to come and go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Agree. But I think also with that being said is that the catchphrases and all that, man, I had a point I was going to make because it was deep, man. God damn, this is a good conversation, but because I think when you come back from the back in the days way of thinking with relationships is that man, we got to have one thing. Everybody who listen to, if you don't take shit away from this podcast today, listening to this as you driving or whatever you doing, if you got somebody in your life that you like, you got to communicate that shit. You know what I'm saying? On all levels, bro. Like, don't be all in your feelings. Even if you mad, man, you got to find time. Communication will rule everything else. It'll balance your scale out if it's fucked up right now. Tell your woman, even if it's hard to tell her, find a way to talk to her through music, maybe like them old school. That's how the old school, the people had love back in the day because the music was great. You know what I'm saying? You could put on a song and say everything you need to say to your woman right there. And then you could have the conversation afterward. You know what I'm saying? Communication, man. I want to tell you, brothers, because a lot of brothers can't even communicate with me.
Not to cut you, but I thought communication is beta male.
Oh yeah, you niggas,
isn't that beta
that's
male
super
activity?
Beta male because alpha male don't communicate. I just tell a bitch what to do. You know
right? Yeah, I'm just making sure. I'm trying to. I don't want to be.
Yeah, but hey, them niggas, they be doing alpha shit, but communicating with niggas when they need to get that bread though.
That's a whole
you know
fact.
what I'm saying? They want to treat a woman like tools and stuff like that. I ain't gonna harp on the alpha male and that whole. I think that's some weird cultural shit right there.
It's just like that no homo. Like,
yeah, that's what's going around now. No beta male.
It's like these catchphrases kind of piss me off. Like, when did men, right, start like, hey, bro, let me get a hot dog. No homo.
Yeah, because that let me know where your mind was. Nigga, I was just thinking about the hot dog. Like,
that don't, bro, you're at a cookout. So if you ask me for a hot dog, I'm gonna go get you a hot dog. I got 60 of them on the grill.
You don't have to sometimes say that, but that's the introduction, right? Yeah, so you say that. In my opinion, this is all my opinion. Y'all can take it and leave it, whatever. So you could start saying more homosexual shit. Like, man, you got a nice ass, no homo. Like, bro, what you on though? Like, yeah, you started with a hot dog. Now you talking about my ass. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is, man, you got to watch these brothers,
but
man.
see, this is where
women be knowing the beta males.
This is my point though. My point is how these little catchphrases, they become the normal. But then it's like, quit messing up normal stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm tired of this new culture of changing everything. Like, certain things just need to remain the same. You know what I mean? Like,
man, well, you know what?
I don't know. Maybe that's the beta male talking.
Hey, so in closing, you all, so we had this podcast today to shed light on this alpha beta male. If you can relate with either side of those, you doing all right, bro. Just learn how to even yourself out, because at the end of the day, this is we live in a world, we individuals. You're going to be who you are no matter what. And the woman that you with and whoever you decide to be with are going to really know who you are, because she done seen you at your lowest high. If you get that far with her, she going to really know who you are.
Yeah.
And that's where that shit going to really take off, or it's going to separate.
And don't forget, now, let me just jump on what you're saying. It's nice to have a Benz, but sometimes you want to go and just get you a 1998 Toyota Corolla.
Because that motherfucker good
because
on gas.
It's gonna run. It's good on gas.
And you can fix it your damn self.
And it ain't gonna cost you what the other one's gonna cost you.
Yeah, bro. Right? So, hey, that's
salute. Let me say this. Salute to the alpha men. Salute to the beta men. And a special salute to y'all men who I feel like I'm a part of. That's right in the middle. Even killed. Yin and the yang. Up is down and left is right. You know what I mean?
And up,
get
down,
your,
left.
Get your gumbo right.
Nah, fuck that. And big salute to the women who don't buy into the bullshit that these brothers trying to sell you with these Kevin son. Don't call that nigga, man, and ask him anything about you. You got a mirror in the bathroom. Go look at your motherfucking self, because he could tell you one thing and you could be the total opposite. But if you believe what somebody will feed to you and your confidence in your brain, you will take that outside your door. And so women, y'all need to keep on speaking life in us men.
That's a
and
fact.
men need to do the same thing. Keep speaking life in your woman, man. Because she can hear all this shit outside.
Yeah.
We go on social media and nigga could say something about one beta that you got a characteristics as, like some that's you do, and you'll feel some type of way, man.
Get in tune with yourself. Ladies, let me just say this. I love all of y'all. I love every color of y'all. I love the rich ones, the poor ones. I love the ones with babies. I love the ones that don't have babies. I love the ones that came from everything, and I love the ones that came from nothing. Love yourself, and don't let this matrix get you out of your square. More you love yourself is the more love will attract to you. That's just as simple as that. Raw Radio, we out.